Greetings all and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Part of the birthday week, I'm actually recording this on the Saturday. I've had zero chance to do absolutely anything on WoT Tanks. My wife has kept me completely busy throughout the whole week, so hey ho. Anyway, the festivities are nearly over. We're on Mines, and it's an encounter battle with a 44% chance to win. One tier 10 on each side, we get an IS-7, they get artillery. Wouldn't want to be them. However, they do have some really strong tank destroyers. This game for me was a lesson in patience. I've been harping on about patience for a long time now. I'm in my T54e1. It's one of those tanks that's growing on me. It's like an ulcer. And it's just, you've got to be patient with it in the first 5 minutes of the game. You cannot go rushing in with this vehicle unless you see an opportunity. It's just like, oh my god, must take this, must black this guy into oblivion. There's very few tanks you can actually kill in one clip. You only get 4 shells with an average damage of 400. So what I decided to do was to take this this one line here, this hill up here. Now get a good early shot into the T54. Good, a handy shot there, and I see that T95 in the distance. Now this is the problem here. The T95 sees me as well. And he basically decides that this is the place he's going to sit. So basically this entire hill now is locked down by that T95. So I decide to go for a reload. I'm not going to go any further. The GW will only just have loaded, and I doubt he will be aiming this way. So take a nice little reload and just wait. You know, be patient and wait and see what happens. The Lorraine 40 ton has basically gone too far forward and got himself annihilated up on the hill there. Took lots of health damage. And I'm just going to sit and wait. There's 3 artillery pieces on our team. There's nothing to do, really. Just spot and see what happens. And this is the thing that I'm slowly learning, these longer games in the higher tiers. You cannot just go rushing in like you can at the low tiers, because you struggle to one-shot stuff. So you have to whittle them down and, you know, take chunks out of them slowly. Our E50 pushes a little bit too far. I tried a little bit of side scraping there. I want to try and see if that T95 is still there. Been spotted again. Sixth sense is absolutely vital at the higher tiers. You need to know when you've been spotted, because there are some tanks out there that can absolutely decimate you if you're not careful. Our E50 took a little bit of damage there, I assume from the Leopard, but he only took like 200. And the 54e1's getting shot from somewhere. So we know we've got some sort of support. And we're just waiting. We're literally just waiting. PTA's trying to make a move. Now would be a good time to poke out, but I know he's in the dip, so I'm not going to be able to get him. And the E50 took a big hit there from the T95. Yeah, so he's just fired. I'm just going to take a few speculative shots. As you can, if you hit that lower plate where the damage mark is there, you can actually penetrate them quite easily. I say easily, but probably not from this range. But I'm going to take the attention from the E50. Started shooting at the guy and taking attention away, but the E50 is just taking an absolute battering. This F54E1 here has basically picked the wrong time for assault. Picked the wrong time. We had far too much assistance up here. Now what he's done there as well, he's also provided some nice cover if I want to use the left-hand side of this rock from the north, so, you know, thanks to him. Right, we're 3-1 up, but it's early stages, you know. We're only 3 minutes into the game. They've managed to kill one of our tanks. They've managed to kill our Lorraine, which went too far forward, and there's a T95 again. He's taking pot shots at the T54 to my left. He's still active. Yeah, we're slowly whittling down the PTA. And I say to him on the hill, should we go? You know, should we just rush? But then I noticed that E50, and unfortunately our E50 chooses the wrong time to go. And I asked the arty, can you get the T95? The way I see it now, the only problem we have, and also there's a Waffle Panzer 4 out there as well, so it's a really bad idea for us to move here. We should have just stayed exactly where we are. I didn't realise the T54 and the other guy were there as well, so... Anyway, PTA makes a move. He thinks we're weak. Okay, and we are. Very weak. It's just me and a T54. So I'd missed my first shot, hit my second shot. Did I hit my second? Yeah, I hit my first shot as well. No, I didn't. No, I just hit the first shot, missed the first shell. And the G-Dub absolutely nails our T54. So I'm in the shit here. I'm going to get down below this dip. They can still see me because that PTA is still shooting at me. I'm just going to let them come. Just going to let them come. Hopefully his PTA makes a really crucial mistake here and decides to push. I hope he does. I need to keep as much of the rock between me and the enemy cap as I can. Not cap, sorry, the spawn points I can, because that's where the artillery will be. And I just need to wait. And I decide to go for a reload. Now this is risky, but I do notice that I have a Foch behind me. who is a red player, I believe. Is he a red player in the Foch? No, Sir Graffiti. He's not. He's yellow, unfortunately. And he's basically sat out in the open. So not great, but, you know, it is support. It may discourage them. Now this is... T54's trying to make a run for it. We'll see about that. Oh, missed and hit the turret. Take him out with the second shot. This is not a sniping tank. But hey ho. Now T54 gets a little bit of a monk on here. He's going to report me for something. No idea what. Not interested. So I push up, try and get shots on the PTA. See if I can get them. Come on, stick your nose out again. You know you want to. It's just little old me up here. Honest. It's just little old me. Come on, there we go. First shot in. Second shot in, tracks him. Foch takes a shot. I'm reversing because I'm out of ammo. I was hoping the Foch would shoot him again, but there was some sort of artillery shooting at me. And the Foch is just not shooting him. I was raging at this point. Foch is repositioning himself. Oh, could have killed that PTA, but never mind. The only hits I've taken are from the actual PTA himself, so he's been my biggest thorn in my side. And it's evened up to 5-4. This is the later stages, well, the mid stages of the game now, when people are lower on health, people start making mistakes, get frustrated because they think water tank should be over in 5 minutes. And I decided to take another look because my sixth sense or my spider sense is telling me that this PTA is buggered off. He's on 100 health. Now I don't want to go too far. I'm still thinking that T95 is still there. So I've got to go back to my original position. I've retook the original position. You know, from all the work they've done getting all the way up here, they've just left it, which is great. Now, this is where I make a little bit of a tactical error here. I just rely too much on these bushes. What I want to do is I want to see what I can see. And I knock a bush over. And there's that PTA. He's gone that way. Now, he spotted me. He must have done. And thankfully, Panzer IV takes him out. And there's an E50 in the open. Bounces his first shot, and I bounce mine. He shots the engine bay. And I get slammed by the T95. I managed to put 3 shells into the E50. And check out what the E50 says in chat. I'll pull back behind this rock and just wait to reload. Patience again. And I'm spamming for help because I'm on my own. And he says, nice luck. Whatever. Shooting the arse of an E50M with 215 mils of penetration. It's going to go in. End of story. However, I am running, I wouldn't say low on ammunition, but I'm not exactly flush with it. I notice this E50's coming up again. Where's my Foch gone? Is my Foch dead? Yep, my Foch is dead. Fantastic. So I'm on my own against this E50. And yeah, I do get a little bit lucky here. He bounces the fuses. But I see artillery. Fantastic. Spot artillery. And hit. Fantastic. Take out their artillery. Take out the capability to shoot me. And he's trying to tell me about D1. Yeah, I know. I know he's there. Don't worry. Oh, UW1. Oh, come on, give me a shot. Oh, and then he bounces flush on the side. Now that was a bit of luck. I'm not going to lie. However, it does give me opportunities. Let my friends take him out in the M12. Very good, Mr. M12 driver. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Artie. Now, we are in the late stages. They're 4 tank destroyers. We've got 5 tanks and 3 artillery. So this is where patience pays off. I haven't got a lot of health left. I would have liked a little bit more. We've whittled down them again to 3 tank destroyers now, and they're all camping. Apart from that guy in D7. The T95 and the WoT Panzer IV are camping hard, and this is where you have to make a choice as a team. Well, you don't really get a choice as a team. You sort of have to see what the team's going to do and think, are they going to just sit and cap, which they've just left the cap circle, so I assume not. I got spotted on the way across there, assumed from the T95. The Jagdtiger's dead, even though he does manage to take a big chunk out of our friendly Jagdtiger. The IS-8's on no health. ETA's a one-shot for the T95. We've got a full health WoT Panzer IV. Odds are looking pretty good. Artillery's moving up. Now this is a good thing. Yeah, they're not sitting in cap in our base or location. Sorry, they're actually going to move to somewhere near the cap circle in order to provide fire onto the enemy spawn points where the tank destroyers are. Now this is where an auto-loading medium tank comes into his own. We've got a T95, and I'm saying affirmative because I know I can get him. Because if he's pointing anywhere near those tanks that are coming towards him, I've got him because he can't turn. I'm just going to nip down the side of this rock. He looks like, yep, he's moving forward. He's got his frontal armour facing the IS-8. Fantastic. Dude, you are mine. You are so mine. Pop through the bushes, make a quick dash across. I know the Waffle Panzer's just fired. Use the speed. I just heard him get tracked. Oh, hello. First shell into the engine bay. Second shell. Side armour. Third shell. Takes him out. And shoot the remaining shell at the Waffle Panzer. Excellent. I'm basically taking no further part in this game now. There's no point in me pulling out of here at all. I know for a fact that Waffle Panzer's pointing at me. But to be honest, he's not going to get a chance to shoot his last shell. He is screwed, as they say. However, they didn't exactly camp. And this is the thing, they did sort of like stay in their sort of spawn points, but I wouldn't call this camping. They're actually locking down an entire flank. And he gets taken out. Let's have a look at the post-game stats on that one then. Nothing really to write home about on the post-game stats, really. A solid victory, but nothing really amazing. First class mastery badge. I don't think I've actually got the mastery badge for this tank yet. I'm not 100% sure. I think I have. No badges or anything, but did finish top. Solidly as well. Basically, I'm not saying I held that flank alone, but the fact that I was on that flank enabled me to basically hold it and just wait until the end. I got probably half of my damage in the last minute of the game. You can't do that if you're dead. Shout out to the Waffenträger. You know, that wasn't camping. He did 5,500 damage, that guy. Big contribution from him. He managed to get a high caliber, which means he gets the same experience as the winning team. And he did better than 13 players on our team. So unfortunate for him, Hellwolf. Yeah, never mind, bro. Next time. That's pretty much it. No more birthday replays. I'm going to make a little bit of another video on an announcement on the competition because 9.2 is looming. So I'm going to do a little video in a moment about the competition. So take care, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.